everybody, and welcome to Coastal Living. We have another fantastic show for you all today. I cannot believe Christmas is around the corner, but with that said, some of you may be procrastinating like I have a tendency to do. So we have a holiday shopping guide for you, and I think one of the best things you can offer somebody is a service like a massage or a facial or a little makeover, manicure, pedicure. We're going to head over to Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon and give you the scoop on what they have to offer this holiday season. We also have your pet of the week, Heil Law Firm in the house, and so much more. So thanks for joining us. You're watching Coastal Living. It's time for another holiday gift guide, and today we're here at the famous Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon. Here with Haley. Tell me a little bit about Anthony's. Y'all been around for a minute.
Yes, ma'am. So we are a family-owned and operated business, and we have been since we opened our doors back in 1983. So we are so thankful to the Coastal Bend community for supporting our business for the past 4 decades. And we are a salon and day spa, so we're head to toe. Anything you need, you can get it here. We do hair, nails, massages, facials, waxing, you name it, it's here.
Absolutely. And what I love is that you'll offer packages, different things if you're trying to like treat somebody or if you want to treat yourself. They offer a variety of packages, and in addition to that, this holiday season, not only do you have an opportunity to get a gift card or some really great products for someone you love, but treat yourself. Y'all do extensions, halo extensions, yes. They do the tape-ins, so literally anything you can think of is right here at Anthony's. So tell me a few about the products that you all offer as well.
Yes, so we are an Aveda Concept Salon, and Aveda, if you're not familiar, is vegan, cruelty-free. It's a product that we really trust and believe in, and that we're really, really proud to have in our salon. So on top of that, we also have Nutrafol, Image, Smashbox, pretty much anything you need as far as tools. We have straighteners, brushes, anything you need, we have it here.
I love it, and it really is a spa experience, and I love the story too because it's a true testament to the fact that when you support a small business and when they do things right and carry their business correctly, you can really support the local economy and help keep places like this thriving like you all are. So we have a little treat for you guys. If you come in and get any service when you mention Coastal Living, you will be entered into a raffle, and let me tell you, you can win a day in heaven, which is their biggest package. That includes a 6-hour experience, including a facial, massage, manicure, pedicure, shampoo, cut, blow dry, makeup. Y'all, tell me that isn't an actual day in heaven, right?
Absolutely.
So stop by Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon right here off of Everhart. 40 years and going strong. This holiday season, they've got everything you need to take care of that special someone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Those holiday cards should be arriving at your front door any day now. And while some of them are simple cards with a basic holiday message, others are more personalized, but with add-ons that can cost you a lot more money.
Tired of the same old when it comes to Christmas cards? Think local. At this holiday craft market, Jen Jordan and her son Jacob are building a business out of something he started doing for fun.
He spends 3, 4, 5 hours on each one.
Jacob is nonverbal, but wow, can he draw, and every buyer gets something unique.
What's the advantage of buying local cards as opposed to your big national chains?
Well, I mean, the beauty is there's so much heart that goes into the cards that Jacob produces, and people feel it.
Prefer sending personalized cards with family photos? This year, Consumer Reports evaluated 10 popular holiday card services to help you choose the right cards for your budget. Writer Lisa Fogarty says Tiny Prints by Shutterfly took the top spot in terms of quality, but just 25 cards cost nearly $110. The best mid-priced option, Nations Photo Lab, drops to $46 for the same amount.
You're really getting amazing quality for the price, and you're saving some money in the process.
For bigger savings, Staples was rated most convenient, but at about $30, you sacrifice photo and paper quality. When choosing a card service, Fogarty recommends checking websites often for sales and ordering early. At small stores, you support local artists like Jacob.
I love that.
Flamingo.
A flamingo. I love that one. That is gorgeous.
So you don't send the same card as everyone else, and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
Now, Coastal Living's Pet of the Week.
Matilda with the Corpus Christi Animal Care Services, and we're here today with our Pet of the Week. This week's Pet of the Week is Puma. Puma is a 1-year-old Labrador Retriever mix. He has all his age-appropriate vaccines, does well with other dogs, and has even gone on a couple of doggy day outs. He does very well on leash. He kind of pulls, but he just needs some practice. He is still 1 year old. This is his second time at the shelter, so we're just hoping he can find his forever home. He does very well with dogs. I know. He knows how to sit, and he's very treat motivated. If you would like to visit Puma or any of our other adoptable pets, you can go ahead and visit the shelter at 2626 Folly Road between Castoris and Ayers, or you can go ahead and email us at ccacsrescues@cctexas.com. We're also participating in the Bissell Empty the Shelter, so from December 3rd to December 17th, we are having waived adoption fees. So if you just would like to stop by and visit any of our adoptable animals, you could also see all of our adoptable animals at 24 Pet Connect and pick out a dog that you would like to meet, and then visit at the shelter at 2626 Folly Road.
Coastal Living's Pet of the Week is paid for by Animal Medical Corpus Christi, family owned and operated since 1981.
Have you ever wondered who has to collaborate to put lights on, say, I don't know, the White House? Well, they are all decked out for the holidays, and guess what? More than 300 volunteers and resident staff worked together, putting up decorations for the final time during the Biden administration. The First Lady's office says this year's theme is a season of peace and light. The decor includes 83 Christmas trees, more than 28,000 ornaments, and 165,000 lights. A little more than you had to purchase for your house, I'm sure. The display includes a towering Christmas tree surrounded by a carousel, brass-colored bells and sleigh bells, and so much more. Every holiday season, the White House welcomes around 100,000 people to check out the display in person. Is this something you'll do this holiday season? Close, Oxford has revealed the 2024 word of the year. I'm going to give you a second to think of what that might be. You'll never guess. It's brain rot. The term has been widely used to describe the impact of over-consuming low-quality content. Sound familiar? Particularly on social media. This past year, the use of the term brain rot has increased by 230%, but according to the Oxford University Press, it was first used more than a century ago by author Henry David Thoreau in his book Walden. Brain rot was picked after a public vote by 37,000 people. It beat out a handful of shortlisted contenders, including lore, romantasy, and what other than demure. That's today's Trending Tuesday. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we return, we've been on this really great journey learning all about the Coastal Bend history, and we are going to continue exploring the history of the Coastal Bend Courthouse. Very, very interesting story, and we'll be wrapping that up today, so we'll be back with more on Coastal Living.
This is Coastal Bend History.
The historic 1914 Nueces County Courthouse, you know, it's been in limbo since the 1970s. In fact, it went out of service in 1977. And since then, it's been purchased several times, but nothing was ever done. And then in the 1990s, it was once again included in a project by the city of Corpus Christi.
The city had designated the Gateway Project, which was a $5 million beautification of the downtown entryway into the city from I-37. It would be anchored at one end by the 1914 courthouse, and at the other end, the brand new federal courthouse on Shoreline. The old courthouse had been placed on a list of the top 10 most endangered historic buildings in the state, which caught the attention of then-Governor George W. Bush. Nueces County officials hope to turn the historic courthouse into a transportation museum. The county applied for a total of $16.4 million in grants from the Texas Transportation Commission, but those grants were denied. In August of 2000, Dusty Durrell signed the deed of the building over to Nueces County, and officials began quickly applying for state funds, including nearly $4 million from the Historical Commission and $14 million from the Texas Transportation Department. While they waited on a decision, they demolished the annex building on the northeast side of the courthouse, built in 1961. The building once again became home to vagrants who were getting in through broken windows and open doors. The grounds were overgrown with waist-high weeds, and that's when the city of Corpus Christi cited the county for code violations and called a contractor to clean up the grounds and board up all the openings. The county was billed $650 for the cleanup. In August of 2003, Durrell came back into the picture, putting up $630,000 in matching funds to secure a $1.9 million grant from the State Historical Commission to restore the south wing of the old courthouse. Acceptance of the grant would extend the protection from demolition until 2027. The architectural firm of McGloin and Sween oversaw the work of Stoddard Construction of San Antonio. The south wing would get a new roof, windows, and a complete restoration of all masonry and terracotta ornamentation. It took 2 years to finish, but the results were dramatic. As the renovation was nearing an end in July of 2006, the county was offered another $1.76 million grant from the state to continue renovations. The only drawback? The county would have to come up with matching money in order to get it. Nueces County Commissioners decided the county simply did not have the funds to match the grant, so the state rescinded the offer.
So the county was hoping that the restoration of the south wing of the old courthouse would inspire investors to invest in the restoration of the entire building. Of course, that would have cost $20 to $30 million. So nothing happened. And that's why the fate of the old 1914 courthouse remains in limbo. Tell you what, if you want to learn more about the 1914 Nueces County Courthouse, you can click the QR code you see on your screen, or you can go to our website, christv.com, click on the Coastal Bend History tab, and there's all of our Coastal Bend history stories, including all the ones we've done on the old courthouse. Next week, we wrap up our series on the 1914 courthouse. Until then, I'm Andy Lascano.
Once again, we have the infamous Robert Heil in the house. Best of the best, am I right?
4 years in a row. We're very honored. The community voted, and they've honored us with that selection.
Very
to
good.
be the four-year champ.
That's
so very
great.
Honored. We're going to roll up our sleeves, work even harder now.
Yes, well, congratulations on all of your success. And we just want to refresh your memory. We've had Robert Heil as a supporter of Coastal Living for maybe 2 years now that you've been with us, if not longer. And you've just been so incredible. And being with you so often helps us realize how much you give back to the community. But you're still a lawyer, and you still practice law. So talk to us a little bit about the services that Heil Law Firm offers and how we can get help from you.
Yeah, well, it's cool to see that we're growing together and we're making a bigger impact every year. We're trying to carry that momentum forward every year in the community. So what we love is that we're people see everything that we're doing in the community, but they don't know I'm also a lawyer and that we help on car wrecks, personal injury cases. What we focus on is when people are in that terrible moment where they've been in a car wreck or an auto accident and they need some help. And a lot of people just don't know the answers of what to do when they're in that situation. So we're here to help. We want to be your partner to help you through those moments, answer any questions that you got, and just be available to support you through those different processes. Particularly working with the insurance is tough. They try to take advantage and don't always have your best interest in mind. So it's very important to have a strong advocate, a warrior in your corner to help on those situations.
I completely agree. And like you said, it can be very intimidating, and you're already overwhelmed if you've been in a car accident or any type of personal injury. You're in shock right off the bat. But the first thing you want to do is get in touch with a credible lawyer to make sure that you're covered. What does that process look like? We get in a car accident, I call you, what next?
Yeah, usually we get calls when people are just in that wreck, and I always say it's super important to document. Get out that cell phone and take pictures of the driver's license of the cars, both of them that got hit. Get pictures of the license plates and exchange all the info. Call the police. Make sure you get a police to report all the information so you got a good record of what's happened. And just document everything. Have your insurance, have everything ready to go, and always make sure you get to a safe place if you've been into a wreck. But after that, people don't realize that a good lawyer is not going to charge you anything for a free consultation. Anytime that you need to be of service of a lawyer, we can come into our office and we can help you out and answer all the questions for that free consult. We also have a policy we don't charge anything unless we win your case. So at the Howe Law Firm, there's no fees unless we're able to successfully recover against the insurance company. And like I said, usually they're the ones who are responsible to cover someone who hit you. So when that happens, you can get all your medical bills paid for. We can pair you up with some of the best doctors, medical providers, get you healthy. We're super good at getting your car fixed. We've got a lot of partners in the community which are credible, which can get your car back to you so you can get back to school, get to work, and then get you into a rental. Just all those little details that might be able to take that off your plate, get you healthy, get back into your vehicle so you can be back to being a mom, dad, and get out to being a superhero in the community yourself.
Yeah, and imagine trying to tackle all of that on your own simply because you didn't know that your attorney can take care of you at no cost until they win, and then they get paid through the insurance companies anyway. So just know that that coverage and that help is out there for you, and our friends at Howe Law Firm have your best interest in mind. You've taken care of my family, and y'all have done such an exceptional job. So speaking firsthand, we can vouch for him and just say that there are great people and great lawyers that you can trust here in the community, and regardless of your income or your status, you do deserve this coverage and this help, and you guys are ready to give that back to the community.
Ready to get people healthy, back in their cars, and hopefully feeling better, and with a chunk of change in their pocket, because we're pretty successful at getting good financial outcomes. So we can do all that, and we're at your service, ready to help.
And just a phone call away?
Just a phone call away. Give us a call, 361-356-1277, and we're happy to help and answer your questions and be your partner in that journey.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, giving us a little refresher of how all of that works and how you can make sure that you get that best care, especially in an emergency situation. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Clarissa.
Been planning your retirement or not, you absolutely should be. At any age, it's important to make sure you have a plan in action or a plan in writing, as our friend Pete is going to discuss with us today. So we have the president and founder of Preservation Financial Group with years of experience, Mr. Pete Tykesen. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks, Clarissa. Good to be here.
Absolutely. So let's just start with the basics, right? What income sources specifically am I going to be relying on when it comes to retirement, and what do I expect from each of those?
Well, that's a very common question, right? Everybody wants to start with the basics. So the basics for most people are Social Security, pensions, and any other particular passive income somebody might have. It's also critical to know things like, do I have an income cliff problem? And an income cliff problem could be if you're single and you're going to retire and your income is going to go down substantially. But more commonly, the income cliff problem is something that affects married people. So if you have a married couple, let's just say it's John and Mary, and they've got $10,000 a monthly income in retirement, and their income after John passes away, because there's an 81% chance that us fellas will die first. If John passes away and their income goes from $10,000 to $5,000 because his pension stops and one of the Social Security stops, we've got a big problem. So we always want to have a plan in writing that addresses things like this, like the income cliff, and to know where your particular income is going to come from. Well, obviously, expenses typically increase with inflation, right? And some retirement is also taxable. So asking this question helps you evaluate how your plan will maintain your purchasing power over time and adjust for tax obligations and adapt to any changes in your spending needs, such as healthcare and hobbies. The answer for most people, though, is having a well-diversified portfolio that's going to be properly balanced between safety for income and growth to keep up with that inflation.
Definitely. And I know, coming from my own community and culture, we didn't grow up hearing a whole lot about our portfolio, but it's something we're hearing more and more often because it is important to ensure that longevity of your retirement. So if I want to ensure that my income lasts throughout my lifetime, what strategies would I take?
Well, that's also a very common question. And running out of prematurely is one of the biggest worries, fears that the baby boom generation and many of us others often feel. But usually it's going to involve a plan that's not just a well-diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs, but maybe also working in some safe vehicles like fixed annuities or fixed indexed annuities that give safety to a portfolio to make sure that you don't run out prematurely taking out money while the market's down.
All right. Well, it's clear you know what you're talking about. And unfortunately, our time here on the show is limited, right? So for anyone who's looking for more information, I know I am. How can we reach out to you? Where can we get more details?
You can check us out on the internet at preservationfinancialgroup.com or go to our YouTube channel, which is Balanced Retirement Planning.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing your expertise with us today, Pete. It's so helpful. Again, at any age, we all need to be thinking about the long term and making sure that we have everything in writing so that we can pursue that plan of action. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Clarissa. Good to talk to you.
You too.
Interested in growing your business? Coastal Living can help. Email us at advertise@coastallivingtv.com or scan the QR code on your screen for more information.
For us here today on Coastal Living, we want to thank all of our amazing guests for contributing to the show and sharing all the great things there are to do and see right here in the Coastal Bend. And we want to invite you back tomorrow because we're going to give you more reasons to get out and about this holiday weekend. Downtown is going to be popping. We got the tree going up. We've got the illuminated boat parade and so much more. We're going to learn all about that and, of course, a lot of great things that are happening here in the community. Keep up with us online at Coastal Living TV on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.